Hi, hello, you are welcome. Yes, to be graced with my presence. I am your spiritual mother, goddess, celestial zodiac queen, super amazing being, and I am here to pop some life back into you because you need it. Yes, I do not need thanks, I do not need anything, I just need you to. Have you had a shower today at all? Let me just, if you could look straight at me, I can just. You haven't. You're not sure. Well, it's a good thing I'm here then. We couldn't have you going on like this. It's very, very bad. It's very, very bad. You have some leftover, if I could just. You have some leftover things over there and over here. Look, well, I am here because you clearly need some guidance, and the best way is by having your eye makeup done. You know, like mine. It's very much channeling me, and I think that your face should channel you, so if you could just stay there and I can map out what I think would suit you, okay? So, for my first look, this is for you because you're an Aries, right? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go through them all and you can tell me which one matches you the best. So I drew them, but my drawing isn't very good, so I'll just explain to you what it looks like. So, for my Aries, I'm thinking of a bold red wing, and then some very red cheeks, but not too red, like a snow white, and then glossed lips. It gives confidence, it gives fearless, just amazing. And then this is the second look. The second look is a graphic liner with a gold inner corner and a warrior princess type energy. Okay, well, I'll just tell you the next one. The next one is for Taurus. Now, Tauruses are very earth-boned. You know, they are an earth sign. And I'm thinking of an earthy glam. So a brown smoky eye, a deep dewy skin, and some nude lips. Now, I know nude does not work for everybody, but I can make it work for you. As your goddess. Okay, so the next one, I'm thinking Gemini inspired, and they're an air sign, so I'm thinking a split liner with two colors on each eye, so like yellow on one and blue on the other. And then I think it's very playful and it's very it's my favorite look, to be honest. And I know I'm not supposed to have favorites. Okay, so this is kind of a Cancer-y vibe, so I'm thinking pearlescent or silver lids. I'm thinking like a soft pink cheek color, kind of like mine, but maybe more baby pink like. And then dreamy kind of lashes with like an ethereal aesthetic. Is that more your style? Okay, well, let me run through the other ones, okay? So I'm thinking dewy skin, like a light glitter eye color, like trailing down, and then maybe some shimmer under your eyelids, something pearlescent. I really want to channel that emotional and magical feeling. So for Leo inspired, I'm thinking gold everything. Gold lids, gold highlight, dramatic lashes, and then I want it to look very radiant and just perfect. Now Virgo. Now Virgo is an earth sign, so I'm thinking more of a clean girl aesthetic. Soft matte skin. I'm thinking nude liner and tidy neat lashes. Maybe we could like clump them with some mascara. I have a wonderful technique that does wonders. You like that idea, sort of? So for Libra, I'm thinking of something like a symmetrical graphic liner. I want like very abstract shapes, so maybe a floating line or maybe a star-shaped wing. And I'm thinking pink blush and a very balanced colored lip. So we could do a clear liner, we could do a light pink, or we could do more of a gradient color, sort of like the one that I have, you know, where it's sort of black on the outside and pink on the inside. You could do maybe a darker to lighter pink on the inside of your lip. And I think we can really experiment with that. Okay, so we only have a few more left. So Scorpio is next, which is now my favorite. I'm thinking something sort of like my eyeliner, but we could do more intense. We could do a very sharp eyeliner, something that goes out a bit more, and maybe like a pop of shimmer on the inside, and we could have a red and black gradient colored lip. So maybe black on the outside and then red on the inside, or we could flip it around. Next one we're going to move on to is more of a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is quite a fiery persona, and I think we could have a purple or royal blue eyeshadow that sort of blends into a wing. We could have them both, but I think one of them will do perfectly. And then we can have maybe some shimmer on your faces on the high points, just to give you a very magical ethereal look, but also to show that you are very serious and you are very composed. So Capricorn is another earth sign, so I'm thinking maybe sharp eyeliner, a precise brow shape, and then maybe let me just look at your face again, just look at my drawing. Maybe like a shimmery eyelid, yeah, and maybe we could give you a bit of shine. No blush. I think blush will take away from the fact. And then maybe for your Aquarius inspired makeup look, I think that's an air sign. Something futuristic, you know, alien inspired. Holographic shimmer, graphic liner, some very pointed and sharp details on the inner corner of your eyes. Maybe we could have something, you know, with very sharp edges and, you know, sort of like, you know, very triangulated shapes. And then for Pisces, which is a water sign, we're going to go for a water-inspired color, water-inspired eye look. So we're going for some more pastel colors. So I'm looking at some blues and greens. You know, we want to give you a glossy skin and a glossy vibe with some ethereal shimmer on high points of your face. So we're thinking cheekbones, and we're thinking maybe we can give you some glitter tears or some under eye gems, which are actually my favorite to work with. So those are all of the options. Can you let me know which ones pointed out to you? So, from my understanding, you don't remember any of the designs that I told you. Though I spent all of my hard work curating them up on the spot and then drawing them out while you were on pause. No? Okay. Well, I'll just use my very amazing powers and just decide what I think suits you best. Do you maybe want to hear some facts while I do your makeup? Yes? Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, I have my makeup bag right here. Obviously, I carry it with me every single time. Okay, first, so let's do some primer. Okay. I think this is perfect for you. Never mind your neighbors. You can barely hear them anyway. Just focus on how amazing I am and how kind I am for thinking of you and coming to visit you. Isn't that amazing? Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a light coating of concealer on your eyes because I don't have an eye primer. Yes, it's been very hard for me to find one. So I have a clear concealer and you're going to use that in the meantime. So if you could just close your eyes. then I could apply keep your eyes closed. I'm gonna have to pat it out. Okay, so here's your first fact, and it's about people who are Aries. People who are Aries, okay? So people who are Aries were born between March 21st and April 19th. They are known as, or known to be, bold, competitive, and impulsive. They are also energetic and loyal and quick-tempered. Okay, so I think that is spread out. I'm just gonna go to your other eye now, so keep your eyes closed. Okay, I'm going to move on now to doing your eyebrows, okay? And I'm thinking of maybe a black eyebrow, or we could go with a black dark brown mixed. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, I'm just going to dip into my pot. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. So, if you could close your eyes again, I don't want any stray eyeshadow falling into your eyes. I'm just going to brush them first. Brush, 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 brush. Okay, we are on to our next zodiac sign, which is Taurus, and they are born from April 20th to May 20th, exactly a month. Their personality is grounded, stubborn, comfort-loving, patient, hardworking, and sensual. They are very big foodies, and they love to chill and just have a very altogether calm attitude. Okay, so the next zodiac sign is a Gemini. Geminis are born from May 21st to June 20th. They are quite talkative, curious, witty people who are very fickle and do not hold on to friendships very long. They are quite adaptable under pressure and normally very clever. I do think all zodiac signs are clever, but there must be a reason why most people interpret them to be one of the more clever zodiac signs. Okay, I'm just going to fill in your eyebrows now. Okay. My next zodiac sign is a Cancer, and they are born from June 21st to July 22nd, which is a month and a day. Okay. Their personality traits are sensitive, I'm sorry for shaking your head, nurturing, loyal, protective, moody, and intuitive. They are very emotionally intelligent, and they feel things very deeply. Okay, that's perfect. Your eyebrows are done. Okay. So I was debating whether to give you some light blush or not, and I think that the blush won. So we're gonna do very light, very, 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 very light, and then we'll blend it in with some bronzer so it doesn't look completely out of place. You know, like you have blush in the middle of your face and then nowhere for it to come from. Okay, so our next zodiac sign is a Leo. Leos are born between July 23rd to August 22nd. Okay. Just gonna open the blush. Their personality is very confident, dramatic, charismatic, loyal, generous, attention-loving, and they are most likely always the center of attention, and they often command respect. And I think that's very important, because commanding respect, I think that's not a personality trait, but something you have to learn to do. It doesn't just come from your zodiac sign. You may feel like you should say something or command it, but you may not always do that in your life. And that's what I'm here for. Okay. Just gonna do a little bit more blush because I think you need it. Okay. Okay. The next zodiac sign is a Virgo. Virgos are born between August 23rd and September 22nd. They are very detail oriented, analytical, modest. They overthink a lot, and they are quite perfectionists. They are emotionally and physically reliable and often plan out their to-do lists or their days in advance. They enjoy clean spaces and they are quite fixers. So they like to fix things that they think are broken, whether they are emotional or physical things. Okay, that's it. Oh, we're gonna move on to doing your eyeshadow. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I need you to trust me, okay? I know you may not feel like you know me, but I know you very well, and you need to trust me. Otherwise, it may go badly. Okay, so I have all the brushes I need and all the palettes I need. I just need you to close your eyes, okay? If you could close your eyes for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, perfect. Okay. The next zodiac sign is a Libra. They are born between September 23rd and October 22nd. They are charming, diplomatic, often indecisive, and quite romantic. They are very aesthetic obsessed and quite social butterflies. They are often sometimes insecure, but a good friend. Okay, so they are very charming, but often indecisive, and sometimes that can overpower their personality. Okay, the next zodiac sign is Scorpio, and Scorpios are born between October 23rd and November 21st. So Scorpios are often intense, loyal, secretive, and mysterious. They are very passionate and often vengeful people. They are very strong-willed and loyal and super reliable friends. Okay, so the next sign is a Sagittarius. Sagittarius are born between November 22nd and December 21st. Their personality traits are adventurous, honest, blunt, free-spirited, optimistic, but they get very easily bored. They are often daydreaming about the future or about their next trip. They are easily distracted, and they often struggle with keeping to one friendship or emotional relationship. Okay, I think that's perfect. Next zodiac sign is a Capricorn. Capricorn are people who are born between December 22nd and January 19th. Here are some of their personality traits. They are ambitious, very responsible, very reserved, and determined. In their work, they are quite realistic and set realistic goals. They are very much workaholics and will put aside any emotional feelings to complete a task that they are focused on. I think that's a good trait that everyone can steal from a Capricorn. Okay, so the next zodiac sign, and let me get started on my highlighter. Okay, is an Aquarius. Aquariuses are born between January 20th and February 18th. They are unique, intellectual, often detached, very rebellious, and quite quirky. They often daydream because they are visionaries, and they are quite odd. Next zodiac sign is a Pisces. Okay, Pisces are born between February 19th and March 20th. They are dreamy, empathetic, artistic, and often intuitive. Pisces are emotionally intuitive, often escapists, and self-sacrificing. They stay in their heads a lot, but they are emotionally intelligent and often empathetic. They can take on the feelings of other people, as they are a water sign with high aspirations. Okay, and I think I've done all of them now. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. You're gonna open your eyes, and then I'm going to hold for about 3 seconds, and you're gonna keep your eyes open and not move, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. Mascara, no. And then I just want you to blink, 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 and blink, blink, blink. And for your lower lashes, just keep your eyes open. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm thinking more of a sort of, I know you might not like this, but a darker lip line and then a lighter lipstick. What are you thinking about that? No? Yes? Maybe so? Okay, I will think about that. Okay. Can you pucker? Like you're going to kiss somebody? I know, it's very unconventional. Perfect. Okay. Okay, perfect. Just gonna inside of your lip. I know this is unconventional, but I'm going to do your lip liner now on the outside of your lip. Okay? And then for me, I know it's matte, but can you do that anyway? Perfect. Okay. I have a bit of lip gloss. I'm just going to okay, perfect. Okay, I hope I have brought you a little bit of joy. Oh, we need a setting spray or powder. Stay there. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes and I'll just spray. Okay, and let me cover your eyes. Perfect. You look amazing. I will see you again when I am needed. You can always come back and call me and I will be right there, okay? Bye. Hi, you've reached the end of the video. Please remember to like, subscribe, or comment. If you enjoyed this type of video, please let me know down below. Okay, bye.